Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're not wasting any time. We're getting right into some gameplay because this is after patch 10 drop. Behind the back has been patched, and I need you guys to comment down below right now what you guys think. Is it good the behind the back is gone? Should they have left it in the game? Should they bring it back? Just obviously we've played the game now for about 24 hours, maybe 48 hours since the patch. I don't even remember when it happened. Was it yesterday, the day before, whatever? We've had a chance to play some park, some pro-am, whatever y'all be playing. Comment down below what you think of the new update. Now, all the gameplays you're going to see, all the clips you're going to see from gameplays is from last night. So this is after patch 10. There is no explosive behind the back in the game. And all I keep hearing about is how now it's too hard to score. It's too hard to beat defenders. That was the only good move in the game. That's all I hear. The only good move. As you've already seen from the clips, we're still out here ISOing. No screens, just greens. You guys know the motto. We're out here breaking ankles. There's so much more to this game, I feel like. This is my opinion, of course. Like I said, comment down below your opinion. There's so much more to this game than just that behind the back. And listen, I went to the stage. We went on a 5 streak on the 1K 2s court, and then we went on a 11 game on the 5K 2s court. Okay, so that's 16 games in a row after patch 10 that I ISO'd the whole time, and we won every single game. Now, the reason we went to the stage is because you always hear people talk about all the time, if you want to play comp, go to the stage. And for the most part, I mean, usually it's true. People that are willing to risk, you know, well, this is only the 1,000 court, but like I said, after the next couple gameplays, we're going to be on the 5K court. Most of the time, people willing to risk 5,000 VC on a game of 2K, they feel confident in themselves. Usually they're higher reps. Not that rep is all that important. These are superstar ones. It's not super high rep, but it's not complete park randoms that don't believe in themselves and, you know, they have no idea how to play the game. Playing decent people for the most part. Now, let me get to it. People always, not everyone, but a lot of people said the only good move in the game is the explosive behind the back. Now, I've been saying for months there's way more ways to score dribbling and ISOing than just spamming the behind the back. Right here, triple threat. Can you utilize the triple threat to create space for yourself or to draw the help defender to get a dime like that? Not everything has to be off the dribble, but even if it is off the dribble, you saw in the first gameplay, hop steps are severely underutilized, and I already made a video months ago about Hall of Fame Space Creator. In this video, I'm running Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker and Hall of Fame Space Creator, and you're going to see the amount of ankles that I was catching. The first gameplay that you guys just saw, I caught like 3 or 4 ankles all on hop steps, and you're going to see snatchbacks, you're going to see half spins, ankle breakers on everything. And this is on my LeBron James build. So that's playmaking and finishing pie chart. I can only imagine what a pure playmaking pie chart can do. Now, in my opinion, I think it's good the behind the back is gone. The reason being was it was the most overpowered, easy to do move in the game. Like once you learned it, there wasn't much to it. It was just spam it until you either have enough space to shoot or the defender steps too far out and you can rim run to the basket. Now, in my opinion, I didn't even need the behind the back to win, which is why I never really became dependent upon it. I didn't feel like I needed to spam behind the backs to beat my defender. As you guys see in this gameplay, which I'm obviously not allowed to do it because it's patch 10. They took it out of the game. But even you go watch any of my old videos, I'm not sitting there spamming behind the backs. I didn't need it, and I still don't need it. Now check this out. I'm not the best player on this game. I never claimed to be. I never will claim to be. I don't play this game to be recognized as a comp player or the best player. Now, don't get me wrong. When I play, I try to win, of course, no matter what, because I'm competitive and I want to win. Sometimes I'm doing stupid stuff to make content, but for the most part, when I play, I'm playing to win. Now, I see on Twitter, 2K League players. These are professional 2K players. I mean, it's debatable whether you consider them to be the best players in the world, but for the most part, you would think the professional league contains some of the best 2K players in the world. These dudes are on Twitter complaining the fact that without the behind the back, the game is slow, it's boring, like it's, you know, they can't score. If you're the best player on this game, or you consider yourself to be one of the best players on this game, and you're dependent on one move, in my opinion, that's a problem with your game. If you can't adapt to play without the behind the back, then I'm not going to say you're trash. Obviously, the dudes in the 2K League aren't trash, but that's a you problem, not a game problem. There should not be one move in the game that is way better than everything else. Either you have to make it so other moves are just as good, or you got to get rid of that super overpowered move. For example, that's like a shooting game. Having one gun that's way better than the rest. There's 2 options. Either make the other guns better so it's more of a level playing field, or get rid of that gun, or heavily nerf that gun like they did in here. You can still do it behind the back, but instead of teleporting you 8 feet across the court, it only takes you about 3 feet across the court. To me, in my opinion, that's the logical thing to do. Like, we don't want one move to just dominate the game, which it was which it was for majority of the year. That's all you saw guards doing. Whether they ran pick and roll or ISO'd, that's all they did. They would spam behind the backs and hezzies around screens, or they would be ISOing and spamming hezzies and behind the backs. So as you just saw, we went on a 5 streak. You saw the flame with the 5 next to it. We went on a 5 streak on the 1K. Now we're over here on the 5K. You know, we decided, hey, if we're going to be in here trying to record this video, we might as well go to the highest amount of VC we can win. Now, I did say I'm not the best player, and I do stand by that. I'm not the best player on this game, but I do feel my play style is unique. Now, people just say, oh, you're just rim running. I don't think I am. I mean, look at that spin move, perfectly timed. I saw how tight he was, and he ended up reaching with his right hand, and I spun to the left to go around him. Like, that's without the behind the back. Again, this is with no explosive behind the back. That's a combination of a snatchback into a behind the back, into a hop step, get an ankle breaker going for a dunk. Like, there's so many combinations you can do on this game to beat your defender, even if you want to ISO and dribble. Breaking ankles with hop steps, breaking ankles with snatchbacks and half spins, combining these moves to get them off balance. People talk about, oh, you're just rim running. I mean, look at this. I broke him again. Back-to-back possessions, breaking this dude, getting right to the basket, okay? Now, this is a little off topic, but I do want to mention, I don't know why. It might have just been coincidence. I tweeted about it last night. On this 5K court, the center of the opposing team lagged out against us 3 times in a row before the game started. I don't know if it was just coincidence, if this server was glitched, but I even had a dude message me saying, oh, you're booting our center. Like I have no respect for you. I sent him a message. I said, listen, bro, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not one of these geeky ass nerds that needs to boot people offline. Like, who do you think I am? Like, you think that low of me? Come on, man. If you've been subscribed to me, you know we don't rock like that. And like I said, I tweeted about it to 2K and to LD. Listen, they never see what I tweet anyways, but I gave it a shot. Just look into it. Might be a problem with the court. It might not be. It might have been coincidence. I don't know. Anyways, again, this is over on the 5K. As I said, we went on an 11 streak over on this court. Now, you might think I'm biased because you're like, oh, well, your build is better now because there's no behind the back. I mean, listen, I didn't have a problem winning against people who did the behind the back. But to me, it just makes sense that why are you going to have one move that's super overpowered? Now, those hop steps, I will agree. And I said this before the game came out. You could already see it coming. Those hop steps are super overpowered, and I stand by that. Now, obviously, my build is good at hop stepping, so I do it occasionally. But you've seen these clips. You've seen hitting jump shots, hitting 3-pointers, breaking ankles off snatchbacks, breaking ankles off hop jumpers, going in for the dunk, breaking ankles, doing step backs, shooting the greens, doing all different types of stuff to get open. It's not like I'm just rim running, you're just straight to the hoop, blow by animation, or straight to the hoop, hop step. Like, I've barely done any contact dunks. I've barely done any hop steps. Everything has been trying to showcase the fact that you can ISO on this game. You can beat your defender without that one overpowered move being in the game. Now, like I said, comment down below what you think. Is it better without it, or is it better with it? I understand some people are going to say, well, the game is just looks slower paced, but honestly, if you watch my gameplays, and obviously if you made it this far, 8.5 minutes into the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you drop a like for me. All right. I appreciate y'all sticking around. But does the gameplay look slow to you? Does it look like my player is moving slow? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, that wasn't really the best clip because I was out of stamina, but for the most part, in this, 8.5 minutes that you've been watching, I think I've been moving pretty quickly, and my defenders had a hard time staying between me and the hoop. Now, of course, as I say that, this dude actually plays good D and stays between me and the hoop, but then, my build's glitchy. I just drop step and literally dunk all over him and his center. But like I said, for the most part, I've been ISOing the whole time. They haven't been able to stand between me and the hoop. And that's without the behind the back. You don't need it to be able to dribble. You don't need it to be able to beat people off the dribble, to create space. Use your half spins, use your step backs, your snatch backs, your hop steps, all this type of stuff that people don't utilize. Start to use it. Start to find out how to combo with it. And you're going to realize even the spins, there's so many different things you can do that people, I guess, maybe they didn't even think of because they could just spam the behind the back and they were winning. Now you can't. Adapt. If you can't adapt to losing one move, well, in my opinion, that's more of a player problem than it is a game problem. It's the same, like I said, as a shooter. If a shooter had one overpowered gun and they remove it from the game and you're no longer good, that's a you problem, not a game problem. Check it out. 11-game win streak on the 5K. 5-game win streak over on the 1K. We ended up walking off this streak, as you're going to see after this. But let me know what you guys think. Is it better since patch 10? Is the game better without the behind the back, or is it better with the behind the back? From all perspectives, entertainment standpoint, skill gap standpoint, etc., etc. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. But make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate you guys watching, sticking all the way to the end of this video, man. This is my first time running since patch 10, and as you can see, you don't need the behind the back to win, man. Straight killing people, all ISO, no explosive behind the back, in the stage, no problems whatsoever. Just got to adapt to the game, man. Good players will always be good players on this game, man. Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Peace.